2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is delighted to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're at the Valero Texas Open. Today's coverage is about to kick off. But hello, I'm Luke Elvey alongside 2002 PGA Championship winner Rich Beam, who's in the booth. And it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm very happy to be covering this week's featured group. What a pairing. These two, they've been going back and forth at each other. There is quite the budding rivalry here.
So it looks like they're trying to beat Colin Morikawa this week. That's ambitious. Seems like a friendly duel from the outside, but could create some extra sparks today.
I mean, he's the James Bond of the tour, licensed to kill. Does he ever do anything wrong? He's got the mental game to match the physical game, and I just think that's a really tall order.
I think he's got a golden eye too. 007, watch out. Colin Morikawa's coming for you.
This one heading to the bunker.
Seemed to lose the handle on that shot. And here we are with the third shot. Found the green side bunker. Looking for an up and down here. How close was that to going in the hole? Great shot. Time for the fifth shot. Oh dear, this next putt now for double bogey. Oh, just missed. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. And with that effort, now 3 over for the day. Let's head across to the second, which is a par 5, but a long one, stretching over 600 yards.
Straight away for the most part, but there's a lot of danger both right and left here. The fairway bunkers down the left-hand side shouldn't really cause an issue. However, the second shots, the layup zone, there is a deep bunker on the right-hand side that could be brought into play. The third shot is to a green perched well above the fairway, and it's actually a double green. This green is also part of the 7th green.
Well, after hopefully a couple of sound shots, Rich, these players have just a short wedge into this par 5 second.
The green sits above the player ever so slightly, which makes this third shot a little more difficult. But let's face it, it's a short shot with a short club. A birdie can be expected.
This one might need to get down a little. Not the result they were after there.
Yeah, it took a bit too much club on that one.
That's a touch of class.
Love watching this player around the greens.
Currently at +3 for the round. Rich, let's head to the par 3 third, the first of our shorter holes.
You really hope that the wind is not blowing into your face on this tee shot and making it that much more difficult and longer. This green's perched up high. There's runoffs all around the left-hand side and the back portion of it, and obviously you want no part of coming up short. Players that find this green will find it difficult to two-putt as there's lots of humps and bumps and swales in it. Looking great now.
Okay, let's get back to the action. This putt coming up is for birdie. Our work here is done. Let's head to the next hole. Well, good move there. Anything north on the leaderboard's always pleasant. The fourth is one of the stronger par 4s at TPC San Antonio, stretching 485 yards.
This is a very narrow driving area, especially where that fairway bunker comes into play down the left-hand side. Second shot is to a green that runs from right to left with a deep bunker down the left-hand side. Anything missed out to the right is no bargain either, as there is a runoff area out to the right-hand side. This is a difficult par 4.
This would be a great up and down. He has this putt to save his par.
Looking good so far.
That's a good putt for par. You'll take it. Now over to Colin Morikawa.
He's currently 1 stroke better than his rival and playing partner today.
Colin Morikawa setting up his shot. What a shot! Almost went in the bucket. And after that effort, this is how the field is shaping up. Well, TPC San Antonio gives you a few chances to get after the golf course, Rich, and right here at the 5th, there's a decision to be made off the tee.
This is an excellent opportunity to be brave, knock it on with the driver. If you lay back with an iron, a very straightforward pitch, but I just don't see the players wanting to lay up.
Not bad. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
He's setting up here from about 115 yards.
This looks to be hit pretty well from where I'm standing. Oh, wonderful shot. And a chance for birdie at the 5th. Right on 4 feet. Should make this one.
This putt to tie Colin Morikawa.
Now 5 strokes behind. Time to see what this par 4 has in store.
Players must find the fairway, avoiding that bunker down the right-hand side. But from there, second shot is up the hill to a green that runs away from the players ever so slightly. But still, going in with a short iron into this par 4, a birdie is definitely makeable.
That's some good golf right there. Taking aim from about 180 yards here, 5 strokes behind our leader. Opting for the 6 iron.
All right, going with a little bit more club. Let's see.
Now that looked pretty good the whole way. Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
He's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Ooh. And back to the play, shall we? Trying to get back to even par with this putt.
Now with this putt, he'll go up on Colin Morikawa. Colin's been looking a little rattled. Let's see how this goes.
And with that putt hold, it's back-to-back birdies.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. The par 3 7th, Rich, has this big cavernous bunker that sits right in the front center of the green.
And it's a triple tier green as well, Luke. It shares it with the 3rd hole. Anything missed out to the right will be fine, although you'll be in a low area. It will be difficult to get it super close. But yes, you must avoid the bunker on the left-hand side. It is cavernous, as you said.
And a chance for a spot in the top 20 on the leaderboard. Oh, that's frustrating. 3 feet to go here to the hole. And Well holed. Let's move on. So no movement there. The player remains at even par. Well, that's a handy shot. Second shot here on the 8th. This shot from about 190 yards out. 5 shots off the pace. Outstanding approach shot. Now over to Colin Morikawa.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Big time play, that one. At the right time too.
And look out, guys. This rivalry looks like it's going to get pretty interesting today as he's making up some ground on his playing partner.
A birdie putt awaits. Just didn't drop. Well, it was a wonderful approach shot, wasn't it? But unfortunately having to settle for par. The closing hole on this front 9 at TPC San Antonio is a strong par 4. Yeah, that one will play. Getting ready to play their third. 5 shots off the lead. Oh, almost went in. A good opportunity here, just 6 feet to the hole.
Got to try and save the par here.
Yeah, he'll take that. Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
Yeah, he needs to press on that gas pedal. He's 2 strokes back from his rival.
Oh, that's stealing one. A birdie against the runner play. And that'll be a big boost to his standings on the leaderboard. So, Rich, give us a halftime report.
Luke, so far, it's been entertaining watching these two go head-to-head. Not too sure exactly how this is going to play out, but so far, so good. Love watching these two compete.
Yeah, you hit a beauty, didn't you? Time for the second shot at the 10th. Looks to be going with the 6-iron.
Feeling strong, going for less club.
Setting up miles from the hole.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
Ouch, that hurts. That's disappointing. It's just about 3 feet away. In she goes. Let's head to the next. Another birdie opportunity lies at the par 4 11th, but players must navigate the fairway bunkers.
Tee shots must be placed on the left-hand side to get the best view and angle for their second shots, as this green sits below the player and moves from left to right. Tee shots down the right might be closer, but it's going to leave a second shot over a deep bunker and making it that much more difficult to get close.
And Henny, what's he looking at here?
Setting up here from about 195 yards.
Yeah, that's a good line. That should find the surface. Yeah, well played. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Setting up this putt 24 feet from the cup.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Well, it's a bit disappointing.
I think they gave that one too much respect. They didn't want to hit it too hard and go racing past the hole.
Now over to Colin Morikawa.
Birdied their last hole.
And here we are with the third shot. Oh, what a ripper from long range.
And now this is what can happen when you start up a rivalry with a player of this caliber, now pulling further ahead of his playing partner. What a shot to make.
Reach this par 4 12th, really challenging, especially around the green.
This tee shot is underrated in difficulty-wise. This is not an easy tee shot, as this fairway pitches from left to right. You want to skirt the bunker down the left-hand side as best possible to find the fairway. Second shot from there goes straight uphill and surrounded by two of the deepest bunkers on the golf course. As they say, Luke, everything is bigger in Texas, and these bunkers are proof of that.
Good shot there.
Outside chance for birdie here, Luke.
They're a long way from the hole here. Work to be done.
Short game has been absolutely fantastic today.
Okay, steady now. Oh, that's too bad. He's got a par putt here. Let's see if he can make it. Trailing by 6 shots after that hole. 13's a long par 3, measuring 245 yards, Rich, but it is playing downhill.
Downhill to a sliver of a green, however. Anything missed out to the right will leave a very challenging pitch shot to a green that'll sit well above them. Come up short in those bunkers, well, that's no bargain either. A 3 here, well, you done good.
This would be a great up and down from this spot. Oh, that's great. It just missed the hole.
Pretty good shot there.
Well, this would be a great par putt if he can make this.
That putt is underway.
That's a good putt to make, that one. Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
Yeah, he just made bogey on that last one.
Oh, what a shot from the bunker. Well, that's got to have some impact on the scoreboard. Let's take a look. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. What do you think of the 14th, Rich? A par 5, 575 yards.
This is a really good par 5 here, Luke. Tee shot wants to favor the right-hand side of the fairway, if at all possible, shortening the hole some 20 yards. Second shot must avoid those fairway bunkers down the right and on the left-hand side. A narrow opening to this green should players go for it in 2.
No harm, no foul there with that shot.
Playing this one about 130 yards out. Oh, this one's right down the pipe.
I think he's got playing partner Colin Morikawa looking a little nervous after that shot.
Even for the day. This one just outside 7 feet to the hole.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
Ooh, right by the hole. Just a short putt remaining here. Now 7 shots behind after that. As we start heading for home, Rich, we find ourselves on the tee at the 15th.
Could be the hardest hole on the golf course, Luke. Tee shot must avoid that bunker down the right-hand side. Second shot is to a green that's perched above the fairway and surrounded by 4 bunkers that are mean. This hole could make or break a player's day.
Nicely done. Where did that come from? That's not his style. Getting ready to play their third. Not far from the green here, just in the greenside rough. Oh, that's the hands of a surgeon. Lovely touch.
Judging it beautifully.
That one goes down for bogey. Sitting at 1 over for the event. As we find ourselves at the 16th, the par 3. Great entertainment here, Rich, especially with the centre bunker.
Love this hole. Probably my favorite one on the golf course, even with that bunker in the middle. The back portion of this green actually is an amphitheater, so anything missing a little bit long on both sides should wander back onto the green.
Oh, stop it. What a shot.
And as good as they putt, you almost have to guarantee this one.
Let's take a look at Colin Morikawa. Let's return to live play now. Oh, this will be good for the momentum. Let's make this birdie putt. It's on a good line. So after that hole, he's now up to even with the card.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
That's tiny. And Henny, what's he facing with this one?
And from about 105 yards.
Woo, back there, horsey. Not a bad approach, that one. Not quite inside the birdie range, but you never know. Hole a long one. Still counts. Always a tough shot to get out of.
They've got to use all the bounce and strength that they can muster. This is sitting down.
And back to the course with the live action. Scorecard filled with threes never hurts. Good putt to make this. This has eyes for the hole. Oh, that's a sensational putt to make. And what about the glimpse they just gave their rival? Come and catch me now. Oh, that's worth a replay. Let's take another look.
Now this is how you putt. Take another look at this.
Solid play finds that player moving up the leaderboard after that hole. Well, while the closing hole at TPC San Antonio can be reached in 2, Rich, it's all set up by the tee shot.
tee shot must find the fairway. If not, you have water hazards left and bunkers right that will gobble up that second shot if you're slightly out of position.
Sometimes you hit some good ones, sometimes you hit some bad ones. Well struck. And here we are with the third shot. Looks like that one left some meat on the bone, Beamer. What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
This is way out. They could probably use a 9-iron from back here.
If that's the right pace, this should drop. Gets that one to go down, and that'll end the day's work. Why not take another look at that effort?
What an amazing putt from way out.
Okay, 18 holes behind them and a solid start, but unspectacular.
Unspectacular. Yeah, it was just a blasé kind of round. Nothing really going either direction for them, and you know, there's a few rounds to go, but they need something good to happen.
Well, that'll just about do it. On behalf of Rich Beam, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for tuning in. Look forward to your company next time. PGA Sports and the PGA Tour proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Valero Texas Open is about to begin. Pleased you could join us for this second round action. I'm Luke Elvey with my mate Rich Beam in the booth. And Beamer, this player really hasn't been getting it going in this tournament, finds himself trailing the lead. What are your expectations of them today?
Well, certainly they're stuck in second gear out there, aren't they? They just make a birdie or two and then they give it back with a bogey. So they need to quit making mistakes. They need to go ahead and start putting this thing in third and fourth gear and start cruising down the highway a little bit quicker, because right now they're trailing. They can't afford to give any more back.
Can't wait to see what unfolds. That's a good-looking shot there. Taking aim from around 190 yards here. Going with the 6-iron here.
Clubbing up, smart. Got to control it though. Let's see.
Nicely done. Let's see if we can make this big putt for birdie. That's a lovely stroke. Had eyes for the whole way.
Making birdie in the first always puts you in a good frame of mood. It'll be fun to watch the round progress.
He's currently tied for 13th. Looking at a par 5 here.
Straight away for the most part, but there's a lot of danger both right and left here. The fairway bunkers down the left-hand side shouldn't really cause an issue. However, the second shots, the layup zone, there is a deep bunker on the right-hand side that could be brought into play. The third shot is to a green perched well above the fairway, and it's actually a double green. This green is also part of the 7th green.
Time for the second shot here on the second hole. That's a little untidy. Getting ready to play their third.
Puff of wind blowing right to left for him.
Opting for the 6-iron. Do you think they drew that up differently in their mind?
Distance control nearly impossible coming out of this rough.
Oh, that one just missed the hole.
And a par is all but guaranteed after that fantastic bunker shot.
Looks good.
Oh, just missed. And this next putt, it's for bogey. Now over to Colin Morikawa.
He's 2 strokes behind his rival this week.
Colin Morikawa setting up his shot. Oh, terrific. What an effort.
Needed it. Needed that in a big way, chipping in for the par.
Let's see what happens here at the third hole.
You really hope that the wind is not blowing into your face on this tee shot and making it that much more difficult and longer. This green's perched up high. There's runoffs all around the left-hand side and the back portion of it, and obviously you want no part of coming up short. Players that find this green will find it difficult to two-putt as there's lots of humps and bumps and swales in it.
Lining up the birdie putt here. That was a gallant attempt. And that should secure the par on this one. Currently a couple under for the event. Teeing off here at the 4th. Good shot there. That's a fairway finder for sure.
That dog will hunt.
Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
That is a touch of class from the bunker. Let's get back to it, shall we? And here we are with the third shot. You like that, didn't you? Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me.
This is what they have left for par here.
That gets the job done. No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player. It's time to begin this par 4 hole.
Really hoping they play this one aggressively. Yep, that'll work. That's fine.
And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
Setting up this shot with the wind in their face.
That could play. That's well played. Pin high.
Gotta like their chances from there. Better than most.
Yeah, nice mid-range birdie putt, that one. And with that, he'll move to 3 under par. He finds himself at a share of 14th position. Let's see what happens here on the 6th.
Players must find the fairway, avoiding that bunker down the right-hand side. But from there, second shot is up the hill to a green that runs away from the players ever so slightly. But still, going in with a short iron into this par 4, a birdie is definitely makeable.
Handy effort, that one. Henny, what have they got in front of them here?
Setting up here from about 175 yards.
This looks to be heading to the green. Now over to Colin Morikawa.
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
Sitting at 1 over. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? Let's catch up with the current proceedings. Well, an important part here in terms of the tournament. A chance to move inside the top 10. It was on a good line. Yeah, that looked to be a bit of a misread. Just 3 feet to the cup. And down it goes. Let's head to the next. This hole is a par 3. Looks to be going with the 6 iron. And not a bad approach. He'll be putting. Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? Well, good chance to take it even deeper here. This putt's for 4 under. Ooh. This is a par putt. He's currently tied for 14th.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
Here we have a par 5. Is it time to get after it or play it safe? Time for the second shot at the 8th. Oh, well done. Playing this shot from about 170 yards out.
Wind's blowing from left to right. Going to try and hold it against the wind.
Going with the 6 iron here. Come on, get a good bounce to the left.
Really controlled the flight there nicely with that wind.
Now over to Colin Morikawa.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
And Henny, what are they looking at here?
He's got to be careful this doesn't get away from him here. This is downhill.
Oh, that had eyes for it. Lovely shot. And that will take him to 4 under. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. Welcome to this hole. It's a par 4.
Not a single bunker on this hole. Tee shot is fairly straightforward. Just hit it straight, find the center of the fairway. The second shot, however, gets a little interesting as this green is very deep, not very wide. Big runoff areas on both sides of this green. A par here is a solid number.
Oh, well played. Taking aim from about 170 yards.
The breeze is moving left to right up there.
Opting for the 6-iron. Oh, what a gorgeous looking shot that is, Rich. Well, got some sort of streak going on here. Greens in regulation. What a statistic.
Another green in regulation. This is an absolute clinic.
You can mark it down. That's birdie number 4 today. That's a good way to move into the top 10. Well, let's get stuck into the 10th hole, shall we?
Generous driving area on this downhill par 4 that doglegs slightly from left to right. Second shot will be back up the hill to a green that's well protected by 3 bunkers. This is a good birdie opportunity if you find the fairway.
Oh, absolutely flushed. Currently -5 in a share of 10th position. Looks to be going with the 6-iron. That one just slides by. Well, that's well played and sets up a good birdie look here at the 10th. Oh, 5-footer. It's amazing how tour pros hold these.
This is what they have left for birdie here.
Mark it down. That's birdie number 5. And that will take him to 6 under. He's currently tied for 8th.
Gotta like it. Moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
Oh, that was flushed. Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
Yep, I've paced this. He's got around 195. They have absolutely flushed that one. Colin Morikawa, he was meant to be the original and best approach player, but I think we have a new sheriff in town.
What a shot! Almost went in the bucket. And back to the play, shall we? A 7-footer right here. Hang on, this looks pretty handy. Oh, just missed the birdie. That's a shame. That was a top-level approach shot, but unfortunately they walk off the green with a par. Let's head to the 12th hole. Good shot there, Beamer. With an elevated approach ahead, they'll have to make sure they've got enough club. Going with the 6-iron here. Hoping for a bounce here, preferably to the left. That's well played. Anything on the green from there was fine. Trying to get it to 7 under par with this putt. Ouch, that hurts. That'll sting a bit. An opportunity to make a par here. And nicely holed. Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Oh, almost went in.
Not much work left for the par either, Luke.
And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks right now. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. It's time to take a look at this 13th hole. And after a par at the last, a chance to perhaps signal some intent. Anything in 5 feet to be handy from here. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Careful not to leave this one short. It's back uphill and nothing worse than leaving an uphill putt short.
That's disappointing. This one for bogey. Well, that hole's behind us. More to play. And now on the tee, coming off a bogey, trying to reclaim some momentum. Oh, that's a sweet-looking swing, that one. Second shot here on the 14th. Wonderfully played. Currently -5. Currently tied for 10th place.
Oh, this needs a little right turn, Clyde.
That's right out of the copybooks. Exquisite.
Of all the shots that I like the most, that one ranks right up there.
This is on a great line.
Now over to Colin Morikawa.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Wow, from a dodgy lie, Rich. How special was that?
Out of the rough, into the hole. Thank you very much.
The leader now has a one-stroke advantage. This hole is a long par 4.
Coming off a birdie to last, looking to add another one.
Oh, that's a high caliber shot. Second shot here on the 15th. Well, I'm sure it looked better in their mind before they hit it. Henny, do you have a better look at this lie?
Guys, you know the worst lie you've ever seen? Yeah, times that by 10. This is nasty.
Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Oh, lovely shot into a few feet. Okay, let's get back to the action. A chance to save the par if he can make this one. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Job done. Let's head to the next. Now, 8 shots back after that hole. Teeing off here on the 16th hole.
Only one other place I can think of, and that is the 6th at Riviera. A larger green than the 6th, but bunkers galore. Watch out for the one right in the middle.
That's inside the house of opportunity. All the great players make a bunch of these. This is from 15 feet.
This is their look at birdie.
This one's online. And with that putt, he's bounced back immediately from his previous drop shot. And that will move him to 6 under par. And as the scorecard suggests, heading up the leaderboard. Time to take a look at what this par 4 might be in order. That's nicely done. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Yeah, he's got around 125 here.
Well, this one's going right at the flag. A wonderful shot and a chance for birdie here on the 17th.
Luke, nothing gets past you. Yes, this kid is a stud.
That's inside the range. That's a momentum maker, isn't it?
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
And now -7 for the event. All right, one more hole to go. The 18th.
In good form, birdie at the last, looking to add on to that.
That reminded me of the Big Easy. Silky smooth. Getting ready to play their third.
Puff of breeze moving this golf ball left to right.
Not sure if that's how they drew it up.
And coming up well short.
And just about 8 feet left to the hole.
Their short game today has been absolutely sublime fun to watch.
And that will do it for this player today. Well, Rich, not sure about you, but I thought that day was an absolute doozy. This player seems to be in decent shape, don't they?
That's a good spot to be in. Just kind of hanging around, waiting for their time to pounce on the leaders, but in a good position heading into the final 36.
On behalf of Rich Beam, Henny Kuyak, John McCarthy, I'm Luke Elvey saying so long from 2K Sports.